fired from Allison Wells. That's no good off the back iron. Rebound pulled down by Traversi. Here's another three from the Chieftains. That's off the front iron, no good. That was Justine Dog Eagle with the attempt, but they do come down with the offensive rebound. Layla Marshall down low, and she's got the first points of the ball game. It's 2-0 Chieftains lead here early in the first quarter. Chieftains not pressing, but they're applying good defense, and now a steal is taken away by Wells. Kira Briggs comes flying down the floor to pop that one out of bounds and stop the momentum for the Chieftains. So they'll reset. Lady Buffs able to get their defense set up. Chieftains will inbound from just underneath their own rim along the baseline. Here's another three for Justine Dog Eagle. No good. Deal with the rebound. Deal surveying. She didn't see a Dog Eagle right behind her. And Justine came up from behind, stole it away. A perfect pickpocket on Addie Deal. And Addie Deal had to foul in suit to try to stop an easy basket. Keely Braceland looking on with crossed arms. And a nice play defensively down low by Journey Schnee. She tried to pass that one out. And it was deflected out of play by Dog Eagle, so they'll start the Lady Buffs underneath Kaysen McGee. Get the ball inbounds. Quick pass ahead. Nicely done here from the Lady Buffs to beat the press. That's exactly what we were talking about in the Bank West pregame show. Leads to an Addie Deal shot. That's no good. Lady Buffs secure their own rebound. Shot from the corner's no good for Norman. And now Layla Marshall will come down with the rebound. Right-handed heave forward for Justine Dog Eagle, nearly half the length of the court. That'll advance it forward for the Chieftains. Nice pass inside. That's too strong on the shot. Justine Dog Eagle with the right hand had a good look at it, but couldn't get it to go. She'll bring Kira Briggs up the floor. Tried to swing her right arm around the backside to pop that one loose. Didn't get to it. Addie Deal took a three. That's no good. Too long. Chieftains with the rebound. Allison Wells up with it, trying to take it right into the lane. She will lay it up. It rolls around the hoop and falls out. Now our officials confirming it is a blocking foul. They'll get Cameron Norman. So that'll be her first foul of the ball game. Addie Deal has one. Cameron Norman now with one. Justine Dog Eagle over to her own bench, not to sub out of the ball game, but to get some work done on a tape job she had done on her right knee. Looks like Siobhan Stepp over there trying to give her some assistance there, working feverishly to try to get this tied. While that was going on, Allison Wells knocks down the first free throw. Justine Dog Eagle has been finally set free from the 6-foot-long bandage that was wrapped around her right knee. Second free throw from Wells is no good, but therefore the rebound is Traversi. Inside for Sazu, down low for Traversi. Her layup no good, but therefore the rebound is Layla Marshall. She puts it up no good, but is fouled. Now Layla Marshall has a chance to add to her total. It's 3-0 Chieftains with the lead, 5:22 to play in the first quarter on our Wegner Auto scoreboard. Marshall's first free throw is up and good. Want to welcome those joining us on drgnews.com via live ticket. I feel bad for my buddy Brian Menning here. As I mentioned in our Bank West pregame show, it is chilly night, and, well, I indulged quite a bit, not thinking I'd have somebody up here in the press box with me. But Brian Menning is set up about as far away from me as possible. He's got his nose plugs in, and we're ready to go. Second free throw up and good for Layla Marshall. 5-0 Chieftains with the lead. Inside for Journey Schnee. We've got a whistle. She tried to turn around to put up the jumper, but whistle came in too quick. Schnee standing right at the free throw line, waiting for the inbound pass, calling for it. Pass is up, deflected by Allison Wells. Addie Deal able to chase it down, but she's got Wells to greet her instantly on the far side of the floor. Deal will bring it across midcourt, feeds it inside with a bullet to Schnee. Kicked out for McGee. Three is no good for McGee. Rebound pulled down by Cameron Norman. Kicked to Deal on the free throw line. Jumper no good. Lady Buffs still in search of their first points. Layla Marshall almost got stripped by Addie Deal. Great effort from Deal on that back end. Inside, and now an out-of-control shot for Traversi is put up. She will be fouled. Keely Braceland questioning that call. Stanley County already at 5 fouls in this first quarter. We're not yet halfway through. So the Chieftains already in the bonus. Traversi's first free throw is up and good. Six 0, Chieftains with the lead. Traversi's second free throw, waiting patiently to take it. Now she fires off the side iron, no good. McGee going to chase that one down into the far side corner. Buffs are attacking from left to right on your radio dial here in the first half. Schnee's got it across midcourt, finds McGee. Lady Buffs got to be careful about these Chieftains coming up from behind. Already generated one steal doing that. Here's McGee here in the near side corner. Trap comes to her. Dribble. Cross-court pass to Norman. Isabella. There's a quick shot. That's in and out. No good. Allison Wells with the pass up ahead for Justine Dog Eagle. What a play by Dog Eagle as she was flying out of bounds. Just kind of lays it up, and it somehow found its way in. Nice play there from Justine Dog Eagle. 8-0 is the lead until Addie Deal knocks down a big three for the Lady Buffs. So Addie Deal gets Stanley County on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. It's 8-3, 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. Allison Wells driving, contact created. Nice job there from Cameron Norman as she got her feet planted and stepped in front of the drive. So that'll flip the possession for the Lady Buffs, trailing by 5 points. Press is back on. Austin Norman into the game for the Lady Buffs. Schnee able to knife through two defenders there at midcourt. Cameron Norman going to get the offense set up for the Lady Buffs. Moving some pieces around, swings it to Kaysen McGee on the far side wing. Back to Austin Norman. She gets it stripped away from Justine Dog Eagle. Back the other way. Left-handed layup is good. Nice finish there from Dog Eagle. She's got 4 points. It's 10-3. Nice pass fake there from Austin Norman as she's able to bring it across midcourt. Swings to Cameron. High pass controlled by Austin. Picks up her dribbles, got Allison Wells all over. That's actually Justine Dog Eagle. Wells was more towards the top of the key. And we get a timeout taken by the Lady Buffs. Timeouts are sponsored by AgTegra. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this short break on KGFX.
Stay at Mobridge Country Inn and Guide Service, locally owned on Highway 12 and 20 West. Enjoy clean linens, plenty of amenities, and a comfortable stay with authentic country hospitality. The inn is within walking distance to most of the town's attractions. Guests can enjoy continental breakfast, barbecue grills, HD cable TV, microwaves, refrigerators, free Wi-Fi, and much more throughout the property. Book guided fishing trips through the front desk. Proud supporter of all South Dakota high school activities.
High school sports and the communities we serve.
This is what matters.
VentureFiberNow.com.
This is beyond X's and O's.
Dakota Plains
This is the
Federal Credit
difference
Union
mutual
is owned by our
respect
members.
makes.
Once a member,
This is what
always a member.
character looks
Even
like.
if you move out of the area.
This is what
Learn about our
defines us in
share
South
certificate
Dakota.
specials at
This is sportsmanship.
www.dakotaplainsfcu.com.
School
or
sports.
stop by and
It's
visit
not
with
the
us on
outcome
North
that matters
Fairfield up in
most,
Northridge
but the
Plaza.
way the games are
Competitive loan
played.
rates, including
This
home
message
loans,
presented by the
complete
South
with
Dakota High
immediate
School
draft
Activities
remains.
Association and the South
Credit
Dakota
Union,
Interscholastic
member
Athletic
FCUA.
Administrators Association.
10-3, the Chieftains lead with 2:50 to play in the first quarter. That's timeout sponsored by AgTegra. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local AgTegra cooperative today. McGee will inbound to Austin Norman. Norman feeds it in for Schnee on the elbow. Turnaround jumper rattles in and out. Chieftains will bring it forward. Dog Eagle picked up by Deal. Fed in down low for Allison Wells. Good passing outside the arc. Here's a deep three from Sazu. That's in and out. Kaysen McGee there for the rebound. It would have been good in college if that one fell. McGee with it right in front of the Crow Creek bench. Swung along to Norman. Norman tries to take a base slide, feeds it back out to Austin. Austin in some trouble along the sideline, bounces it through to Cameron. Cameron Norman with a jumper. That's no good. There's a lid on the rim for the Lady Buffs. They've only made one basket thus far. It was Addie Deal's three-pointer. They've been unable to generate any offense elsewhere. 10-3, Chieftains with the lead. Inbound high for Journey Schnee, too high off her fingertips, and that'll be controlled by Wells. Chieftains bringing it up. Dog Eagle swings it to Wells down into the corner, and now we've got a travel. And Lux Fallis will be called for that one. Fallis was in that far side corner, caught the ball, turned around, and just shuffled the feet with the presence of a Lady Buff in her face. Casey Knight has checked into the game for Stanley County. Kicked out to the corner for Addie Deal. That was just inside the arc. No good on the shot. Casey McGee goes for the rebound, but it's ripped loose by Wells. Full court pass up ahead, and now another travel. This time it'll go against Dog Eagle. She was trying to get the pass out to Lux Fallis, who was cutting down the lane. And she bobbled the ball just a bit as she was turning to make the pass, took a step with it, and that drew the whistle. 90 seconds to play, first quarter, still 10-3 Chieftains. McGee inside for Deal. Deal steps in the lane. She puts up a shot, almost hits it, but she's fouled. So we mentioned it in the Bank West pregame show. It was a bit of a new look starting five for Keely Braceland with Addie Deal in the lineup tonight. The only Lady Buff of the starting five who is not a junior, as Deal's first free throw's a bit short. Lady Buffs and Keely Braceland looking for a little spark of offense to start the game, so giving the freshman the nod here. She misses the second free throw. She's back quickly on the defense, almost gets Traversy to travel. Wells will bring it forward, dribbling with the right hand, switches to the left. She's going to be tripped up in the lane as she tried to cut towards the paint. Looks like they'll get Cameron Norman with the contact. And as we mentioned, Stanley County got their fifth foul with about 4:38 remaining in the first quarter, so the Chieftains have been in the bonus for seems like the entire start of this ball game. Wells nails the first free throw. 11-3 score for the Chieftains. Second one is up, bit awry off the left side of the iron. Deal there with the rebound. She is pressured by Allison Wells, and now Wells is going to be called for a foul. She pats the top of her head, wondering where the contact was. So that's the fourth foul for Crow Creek here in this first quarter. One more would send Stanley County to the line. Justine Dog Eagle going to wave some of her teammates up a little bit closer, try to apply some more pressure on Stanley County. Austin Norman will get it in. A nice little shimmy move there to shake two defenders, but now she's going to get tied up at midcourt, and yet another whistle, this time against Delilah Traversy, and that will send Austin Norman to the line. Still 11-3, Chieftains with the lead. Austin Norman can cut into that here. Haven't really been able to generate much offense. They've had a few open looks on the offensive end, have the Lady Buffs, but they're going to claw back into this game. They've got to do it from the free throw line as Austin Norman misses the first. Stanley County is now 0-3 from the charity stripe. And now it looks like we might have a lane violation against Journey Schnee. And she will get tagged. So she started running away from that middle block spot, turned around, tried to head back. It was too late. So that'll wipe out the opportunity for Austin Norman to get the second free throw. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Chieftains bring it across midcourt. Justine Dog Eagle, manned up by Addie Deal. Down along the baseline. Nice feed. Shot is off the bottom of the iron. The rebound is pulled down by Traversi, and now we've got another foul. Looks like they're going to get Norman. To be more specific, that is Austin Norman, and that'll send Delilah Traversi to the line. Just the one lone point here for Delilah Traversi tonight. Can't hit the first free throw off the back iron. Very patient free throw shooter. Takes her time, gets in the right setting, the right feel. She fires the second. That one, nothing but net. She's got two. Crow Creek leads 12-3. 7-second difference in game clock and shot clock. Journey Schnee doesn't care about a shot clock. She takes it right to the rack, misses the layup, but Kaysen McGee there to get the pop out. Here's a quick three from Addie Deal. That's no good. Fighting for the rebound is Casey Knight. Addie Deal gets to the loose ball, turns around, has it stripped by Marley Sazu. Dog Eagle back out the other way, and a nice block there from Austin Norman underneath the rim. What a play. And here comes Kaysen McGee back for Stanley County. Austin Norman heaving a three off the big block. That's no good off the side iron. 5 seconds to play first quarter. Sazu going to pass it ahead. Right-handed heave for Dog Eagle. Bounces off the backboard, no good. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's 12-3. Crow Creek leads on our Wegner Auto scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more live regional high school basketball action on KGFX.
First Dakota has been named South Dakota's Best in State Bank by Forbes. And while we appreciate the recognition, we don't really plan to celebrate. We'll just keep doing what we do best. Serve customers buying or refinancing homes. Support farmers in their long-term plans. Finance the growth of area businesses. And help our South Dakota communities thrive. If you want to experience Best in State service, call or visit with the First Dakota banker today. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
At Avera Orthopedics, we're transforming pain into possibility every day. Whether you're chasing a personal best or simply want to enjoy life to the fullest, our specialized care is designed to help you feel better and stronger.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Action. Here's a quick three from Cameron Norman off the front iron, no good. Seems that somebody didn't go out and take the lid off the rim for Stanley County there in that quarter break. They just haven't been able to start hitting their shots yet. They'll get going in due time. They just want to make sure defensively that they can subdue this Crow Creek offense for the time being. Quickly inside for Traversi. She'll be fouled on the layup. Traversi looking to add to her 2 points with these 2 free throws. Sporting the red Nikes tonight. Those things look sharp. They fit perfectly with the Crow Creek color scheme. An intimidating black on red as Traversi misses the first. Couple more dribbles and Delilah fires. She'll hit that one. She's gone 1 of 2 on all 3 trips to the line tonight. They lead 13-3 to the Crow Creek Chieftains. Here's a nice steal coming back the other way from Dog Eagle. Kaysen McGee gives chase, but she's going to run out of room as Justine Dog Eagle lays it up and in for her 6th points of the game. Addie Deal trying to create something on offense, splitting through defenders, and the layup is up and no good. Traversi got the loose ball, and Addie Deal got a little too aggressive reaching in, trying to pry it loose. She gets whistled with the foul, and quickly 2 fouls for Stanley County in the first 45 seconds of this second quarter. That was a problem for them in the first quarter. Here's a nice steal from Kaysen McGee, and the second basket of the ball game for the Lady Buffs comes in the second quarter. 15-5, 10-point deficit. Traversi up with it. Got to a loose ball just in the perfect place at the right time. Here's Mary Dion for three. That bounces high off the rim, no good. Cameron Norman able to pull down the rebound. Trying to spin free from Dion, feeds it inside for Briggs, kicks it out for Deal for three. That's no good. Traversi there with another rebound. Passes up ahead for Dion. Found a nice cutting Dion up the floor. She lays up the basketball, no good, off the side of the backboard. And now she's going to fight with Cameron Norman. And Cameron Norman loses control and loses it out of play. 6:29 to play here in the first half. Allison Wells looking to check in with Crow Creek. Traversi will hit the bench. It's a welcome sight for everybody down low on Stanley County's side. Sazu swings it quickly to Wells, who fires a three and knocks it down. 18-5, 13-point lead for Crow Creek. Addie Deal along the baseline, and now we're going to get a push. They're going to call that against Sazu. You know, I was going through these names as I was building these rosters earlier this afternoon. I always like to run through and look at the names, make sure I'm getting all the pronunciations correct. When I got Sazu, I was hoping it was pronounced the way it is. Here's a quick two from McGee. That rattles free, no good. Quickly up ahead from Dog Eagle 2, Allison Wells. Left-handed layup for Wells is good. So quickly a 15-point lead as it was just 10 in the blink of an eye for Crow Creek. 20-5. Swung out to Addie Deal. Down low for Schnee. Schnee gets wrapped up. Now kicks it out for Cameron Norman. She hoists a three. That's no good, but she gets her own rebound on the favorable bounce. She's going to be contacted by Allison Wells. Wells just stuck the hip out. Caught a little bit too much of Cameron Norman as she was coming by. But going back to my fun with the pronunciations, Sazu just is a really fun name to say. Bounced in through the hands of Cameron Norman. They're going to say that was deflected by a Chieftain. So there's no over and back. Here's Addie Deal with a shot from the elbow. That's no good. McGee gives chase, and underneath the atrium, we lose sight, but they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. However, the ball was contacted by a Chieftain before it left the playing surface. So Stanley County will get the inbound. Inside for Schnee. Quickly turns around. No good. Off the back iron. They're getting good looks and putting up good shots. They just can't get the favorable rolls yet. Still 20-5. Chieftains with the lead. They kick to Dion. Dion hoists a three, and that drops in from the sky. My goodness. There's no lid on the Chieftains basket. They lead 23-5. Inside quickly for Kaysen McGee. Spun to Journey Schnee. Passed out to Norman Moore. Good active hands from the Chieftains. It turns into a steal for Dion. A fight for the ball, and they're going to get contact on Cameron Norman. Austin Norman will check into the game for Cameron. And now we'll get a timeout on the floor. Well, as always, our timeouts are sponsored by Integral. We'll tell you what they have to say after this 60-second break. 23-5, Chieftains lead on KGFX.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Service Master.
Out of the Agtegra timeout, Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Shouldn't be hard. Agtegra cooperatives all over the place here in South Dakota. Great folks over at Agtegra. There's a quick shot for the Chieftains as they lead 23-5. Rebound pulled down by Layla Marshall, and she puts it back up and in for two. She has got 7 points. 27-5. They haven't updated the Wegner Auto scoreboard yet. This one popped out of play. Casey McGee with a quick pass in, finds Austin Norman. She gives it right back to McGee. McGee trying to drive baseline. Almost traveled. Gets it back in the corner. Inside for Deal. Deal kicks out. Norman bobbles for a second. Now fires. That's no good. Schnee there with the rebound. Can't get it to go. And Traversy is able to get yet another rebound. Justine Dog Eagle now brings it up. No real sense of urgency for the Chieftains. They're really getting anything they want offensively. Mary Dion turning the corner, feeds it inside for Traversy, waits for a moment, now puts it up. That's no good. Austin Norman out back with it. Stanley County with numbers, kicks to Deal in the corner. Deal for three, that's no good. Traversy going up the floor. Casey McGee went for the pickpocket move, and Traversy at the last moment just shifted to the right and got in Casey McGee's way, I should say, and that caused the foul. McGee will hit the bench. 4 fouls for Stanley County here in this quarter. 3:28 to play. 25-5 is the lead. Justine Dog Eagle slowly bringing it up, the 5'8 junior. Swung across to Sazu. Along on the free throw line, and now Cameron Norman forces the tie-up. Is that Norman? No, that's Kira Briggs down there getting the tie-up. Nice job by Kira Briggs. Possession arrow favored the Chieftains, so they'll get it back inside for Traversy. Stolen away. Nice job by Austin Norman to take the free ball. Norman brings it up, and now she'll be whacked on the right arm by Dog Eagle. There has been progression here for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes team, and the fact that they're not getting tied up and locked down in their own backcourt by the Crow Creek press. They're doing a very nice job of not holding on to the ball too long, making smart passes up ahead. Here's a three from Kira Briggs. That's just a bit long, no good. Mary Dion brings it up. Chieftains leading by 20. She's going to hoist a three. That's off the front iron, no good. Briggs there for the rebound. She falls to the ground, ties it up like a fumble, and now she gives it off to Austin Norman. Norman cutting through defenders. Nice dribbling and lays it up and in. Nice 13-foot shot. So Austin Norman gets on the stat sheet. 25-7 the Chieftains lead. Traversy tied up right in front of the Stanley County bench, able to get it off to Dion. Jump pass outside for Sazu. She knocks it down from the parking lot. My goodness, Marley Sazu. How do you do? 28-7. We got a football score here. Schnee inside off the far side block. She's going to get whistled for the travel. 2:01 to play in the first half. Couple substitutions coming into the game. Jordan McBride seeing the court for the first time. 8th grader Lux Fallis into the game for the Chieftains. Quickly pushed ahead to McBride. McBride also an 8th grader for Crow Creek. Invaluable varsity minutes being seen here by these two 8th graders. Dion driving to the left, puts up underhand floater off the glass. What a scoop and score. 30-7 Chieftains stretching out the lead. Addie Deal along the base side. Her right-handed floater's up and no good. That's popped out of bounds. Will stay with Stanley County, I believe. Stick around for the CHS River Plains halftime show, folks. We'll recap all the individual scoring from the first half. Take a look around the state at some other scores. Addie Deal drives in along the near sideline. She'll get fouled. A lot of action going on around the state this week. Plenty of action going on this weekend. Stanley County boys head to Sioux Falls to take on Unity Christian from Iowa. In the Heritage Classic, we'll have coverage of that game on KGFX for you Saturday afternoon. Pregame should start around 2:15. Addie Deal knocks down the first free throw, her first points since she made the first points for Stanley County with that three-pointer. Deal twirls and fires and knocks down the second. Deal's got 5. It's 30-9. Chieftains with the lead. Quickly up for Sazu, right where she just drained that deep three-pointer. She'll hand this one off to McBride. McBride finds a lane. She's going to get fouled, and that'll be the 5th team foul for Stanley County, and that'll send Jordan McBride to the line. Try to make this a 32-9 game. A lot of folks still up on the second level enjoying some chili from our soup cook-off here tonight put on by the Stanley County Booster Club. First free throw for McBride is up and out, no good. McBride eyeing the second. Deep breath. Rattles in and out. This one jarred loose. McBride able to chase it down and win another possession for Crow Creek. Dion swings it, and that's too high. She was trying to find Marley Sazu. But Sazu at 5'6" couldn't climb the ladder for that one, so Austin Norman will feed it in for Cameron Norman. Pass across to inside, trying to find Mallory Nolan. This one down low now for Addie Deal, kicked out for Schnee. Schnee with a jumper just inside the line. That one drops for 2. Bringing it up slowly is Dion. Now she turns on the jets and drives in, finds a look, and lays it in. What a nice take there. They continue to add on to their lead. 30 seconds to play in the first half, 32-11 Chieftains. Kicked out for Deal. Deal feeds it down low for Schnee. She's going to get contacted on the back of the head. That was Lux Fowlis with the contact. And with that, that's the 5th foul for Crow Creek, so that puts Stanley County in the bonus with 23.7 to play here in the second quarter. Schnee's first free throw off the mark. Schnee eyeing up the second. Sets, fires, too strong. And Dion's got the rebound. They can play for the last shot if they so please. Dion takes it in, tried to feed it in. It bounces around and finds McBride, and she's got 2. Tell you what, talk about being at the right place at the right time for Jordan McBride. That one just happened to find her through a couple different hands. Here's a long 3 from Norman. That's too short. And now out the other way. Here's a heave from Justine Dog Eagle. Needed a little bit more oomph behind that one. It falls short. But the Crow Creek Chieftains take a 34-11 lead into the CHS River Plains halftime. We'll be back in 3 minutes to recap all the first half scoring, look around the state at some other scores, and get you set for this boys game upcoming after the second half here. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Regional High School Basketball live on KGFX.
Is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not. there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Allied
The Crow Creek Chieftains lead 34-11 over the Lady Buffs at the break. Let's take you through some of the individual scoring. Addie Deal was the first Lady Buff to get on the board with a three-pointer. She finished with 5 in the first half. Austin Norman, Journey Schnee, and Kaysen McGee, all three finishing with 2. For the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains, a couple points kind of spread all over the place. 3 different players with 3-pointers. Marley Sazul, Allison Wells, and Mary Dion all hitting shots from outside the arc. Justine Dog Eagle had 3 nice baskets with 6 points in the first half. Marley Sazul also with a layup, so she finished the first half with 5. Delilah Traversy with 3 trips to the line went 3 of 6. She's got 3 points. And Layla Marshall with 5 points for Crow Creek, getting them to that 34-point total. So for the second half for the Lady Buffs, well, they have made strides in terms of getting the ball in and kind of limiting the turnovers, but it just, the shots just aren't falling for them tonight. Sometimes, you can have everything clicking for you. Feel like you can be playing some of your best games, some of your best defense, but the offensive part just doesn't show up. And while they've been getting good looks and been taking good shots, and shots that normally do fall for this Lady Buffs teams just aren't falling tonight. So we do know one thing, Keely Braceland is not going to let them come out and play a slow and lethargic second half. They're going to come out and give it their best A-plus effort. As we look around at the state at some other scores on the girls' side, the Phillip and Newell game is at the end of the first quarter there. Phillip leading 23-6. Lyman leading New Underwood 32-12 halfway through the third. Marty leading Lower Brule as they get into the fourth quarter, 35-30. Silly Buttes is leading Hitchcock Tulare 27-14 at the half. Faulkton area and Leola Frederick area also at the half. Faulkton leading there 22-17. Lennox leading Parker 24-3 halfway through the second. Hamlin leading Sisseton at the end of one half 40-26. Wagner leading Scotland Menno 27-3. Millbank over Dual currently at the end of half number one 40-21. Sioux Falls Christian leading Dakota Valley 23-16. As we mentioned, folks, this is a doubleheader tonight as the Crow Creek Chieftains boys team will be taking off tonight, but they will be taking on the Stanley County boys team here after this girls game wraps up. That is going to be quite a fun matchup. Got to catch up with Joey Fisher down on the floor as the JV game was going on, so we'll let you know what he had to say when we get to our keys to success for that game. But that is going to be a very, very fun matchup, folks, so make sure you stick around. And you still got plenty of time to come out and get your $5 in so you can enjoy the chili cook-off because the smells, the sights, all the sounds, it's perfect. It's a sweltering smell of soup throughout Parkview Auditorium tonight, and it's soup season, so you couldn't ask for a better event. We're going to step away for 3 more minutes, folks. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. Just give us a couple minutes to catch our breath. Both teams have made their way back out onto the floor. They're getting loose. We've got 2 more quarters to play here before we wrap this one up and head on to the boys' game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the second half on KGFX.
Stanley County Booster Club invites you to their annual soup cook-off Thursday, January 30th. During the doubleheader basketball game versus Crow Creek, you can enjoy all the different entries and then vote for your
is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Sander Auto Parts. They support area youth in their activities. When you need auto parts or supplies, shop Sander Auto Parts, your auto value parts store.
Start of the second half here in Parkview Auditorium, live from Fort Pierre. I'm Justin Cowart. We've got Brian Menning on the camera, videoing on drgnews.com via Live Ticket TV. We've got Haley Hansen back in the studio keeping us up on air. Stanley County trailing 34-11 with a quick turnover here. Allison Wells bringing it forward. It was Marley Sazu who facilitated the turnover. Here's a drive and a layup and a finish for Allison Wells. And that's a good start to this second half for the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains. They lead 36-11 on our Wegner Auto scoreboard. McGee kicking to the corner, finding Kira Briggs. Briggs out to the top of the key for Deal. That three-pointer is just a bit short. Therefore, the rebound is Sazu. Back out quickly up to Justine Dog Eagle. Nice feed inside for Layla Marshall. Layla Marshall lays it up and finishes with another two. Quick offensive burst, 4 points here in the first minute for the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains, extending their lead to 38-11. Off the shin of Kaysen McGee, gives it right back out to Cameron Norman in the corner. Stanley County now attacking from right to left on your radio dial. Addie Deal lines up a three and drops it in. She's got 2 deep threes tonight. Stanley County faithful like that one. Driving down in the lane, looks like Allison Wells. Didn't see the official's call there. He was under the walkway that shields us. He's signaling 14, so we'll assume that they called the the blocking foul on Cameron Norman in lieu of the charge. They will say that Allison Wells was on the floor. Cameron Norman a bit hobbled as she went over to the sideline. There was a lot of contact down low. Cameron Norman always putting her body on the line. Marley Sazu gets it in, hands it off to Dog Eagle. She traverses up to the top of the key. Looking for a way out, bounces it through. Nice pass down low, finds her girl Justine Dog Eagle, and she'll be fouled as she goes up. What a feed there from Allison Wells from the top of the key. Again, another whistle that the signing for the foul occurred underneath the walkway. It goes against Crow Creek. Didn't see officially what the call was, but we do know it's a turnover for the Lady Buffs. So Kira Briggs will bring it up. Hands it off on the left wing. Kaysen McGee swings it over for Austin Norman. She thought about three, had all kinds of space. Kaysen McGee hands off to Schnee, but that's taken out of the hands by Dog Eagle. Dog Eagle now eyes up a three of her own. That rattles in and out. Traversy there for the rebound. Nice active hands from Kira Briggs. Pops that one loose. Journey Schnee goes down to the floor. And I believe she was called for the travel. Started on her feet and fell down to her back, all with the ball in her hands. And all of that adds up to a walk. Ball is passed in, and it bounces around a couple bodies, and now Journey Schnee is able to get to it and create a possession for the Lady Buffs. Addie Deal takes it in, a little bit out of control, loses the handle, and it's taken away by Layla Marshall. Under 6 minutes to play here, third quarter. Dog Eagle has it. Signals out of play with the left hand. Now kind of backpedals towards her own bench. Passes it up. Dog Eagle's got it. Dog Eagle back towards the top of the key. Now off to Traversy. Traversy driving in. Strong right-handed push is off the backboard. No good. McGee there for the rebound. Lady Buffs out with numbers. Addie Deal taking it in. She's fouled as she lays it up with the left hand. Couldn't get the basket. Maybe she can get the points on the back end. It's a 38-14 lead for the Chieftains. Addie Deal looking to cut into that. Deal has got 8 points. First free throw rolls off the front of the rim, hits the back iron, and takes a turn to the right. Second free throw is good. So Addie Deal adding to that total. She's got 9 of the Lady Buffs' 14 points. They waited a little bit. They've got 15, so she's got 9 of the 15 points. Foul down in the lane. Stanley County will get the ball back here. It'll be Kira Briggs to inbound right in front of a couple Stanley County maybe future basketball players down there. Briggs on the near side wing. Gets it off to Austin Norman in the corner. Norman tried to pass it inside for Journey Schnee. That was picked off by Dog Eagle, but she lost it just as quickly as she got it. Now we got another whistle. They're going to call traversy on the contact. So McGee will swing it into Austin Norman. Norman almost dragging that pivot foot as she was trying to pass. Inside to McGee, who finds Journey Schnee for two. Nice job by Kaysen McGee to feed Journey Schnee. Journey Schnee finished it 38-17. So Stanley County coming out of the break, fighting a little bit here on the offensive end, and they're able to force a turnover. So nice job defensively, trying to confuse the Chieftains a little bit. Able to force an errant pass, and we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
To possibility today.
Out of the Agtegra timeout, acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. It's 38-17. Chieftains lead over the Lady Buffs. Big thanks to our three officials, Lewis Hofer, Davis Grooms, and Mark Logan, for doing both of these games tonight. The SDHSAA always looking for more great officials. If you ever thought about wanting to get yourself involved, go on the SDHSAA website. It's a hard job that these folks do. Chieftains will bring it in after a Stanley County turnover. Dog Eagle brings it across midcourt as we creep up on 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Almost stripped, and now a nice job by Addie Deal and Kira Briggs working together to get the steal. Lady Buffs with numbers back the other way. Addie Deal goes to the rack. She is fouled by Traversy. So Addie Deal has been kind of the offensive spark plug for Stanley County tonight. She's got 9 points. The Lady Buffs have got 17 as a team. Deal with a couple toe taps, couple twirls of the ball, and now she fires and rolls it in. It was an 18-point lead at the half for the Chieftains. And now we've got a lane violation as Addie Deal misses the second, but she'll be able to do it again. Deal with a elongated free throw rhythm. And Justine Dog Eagle just could not hold herself up. She was leaning, and now we're going to get another violation. They're going to get Dog Eagle for the motion. Justine Dog Eagle was kind of shifting her shoulders. And, you know, if you've ever watched, when you watch an NFL football game or a college football game, sometimes they will call a false start on the defense for sometimes clapping their hands or acting like they're going to jump off sides. And they will call that on the defense for enticing the offense. Well, that's kind of what just happened with Marley Sazu at the free throw line. She was kind of jolting forward after her lane violation. And it wasn't as if she was trying to throw off Addie Deal, but that's what the officials perceived it as, so they awarded the point. And you can check that off as one of the first times we've seen that happen. Justine Dog Eagle now with the 19-point lead, can't hit the short floater. Sazu there for the rebound, and that goes off of her fingertips and out of bounds. So it's still a comfortable lead for Crow Creek, but Stanley County finding a bit of offensive rhythm right now. Cameron Norman moving off with the right hand, brings it to the far side wing, picks up her dribble. Inside for Schnee. Addie Deal just flying all over the court. Here's a three-pointer from Kaysen McGee. Can't get that one to go. Outlet pass for Justine Dog Eagle. Nice bounce pass inside for Allison Wells, and she finishes it with the 2. That was just really nice ball movement there from Justine Dog Eagle and Allison Wells. 40-19, the Chieftains lead by 21. McGee swings it cross court to the near side wing. They find Addie Deal just inside the three-point arc. That shot is no good. Passes up from Traversy. Crow Creek trying to push the envelope again. Dog Eagle slows it down right in front of her own bench. Now curves around inside the top of the key. Kicks it out to Sazu for 3. That rattles in and out, no good. Fighting for the loose ball. Layla Marshall wins that one. Can't get the putback to go. Kira Briggs there for the rebound. Addie Deal out with it quickly, has her eyes on the rim, and finishes with a right-handed layup. 40-21. Lady Buffs trailing, but they're still sticking around. Here's a pass up top, almost picked off by Kaysen McGee, controlled by Traversy. Handed off to Dog Eagle. She's going to bring it out to the midcourt Buffalo logo. Right side wing for Traversy, down inside for Sazu, loses the handle at the wing. Addie Deal fighting for the loose ball, one away by Cameron Norman, 3-on-1 out the other way. Norman with the layup, that is up and good. So nice job by Addie Deal to jar the ball loose, and Austin Norman comes out with it and gets the 2-pointer. It's 40-23, under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Lady Buff still trailing. They're finding that little offensive rhythm that we were looking for in the halftime break. We'll have a whistle. Looks like they're going to get, I believe, either Journey Schnee or Addie Deal. Our official's back was towards us. We couldn't see his left hand signaling the second number. Mary Dion into the game, as is Lux Fallis for the Lady Chieftains. Justine Dog Eagle directing traffic from right in front of her own bench. Bounces it in. They give it right back. Down low for Traversy. She nudges some bodies out of the way and is able to lay it up and in. Now we've got a whistle, and this does not look good for Justine Dog Eagle. She went down, a non-contact injury. She tried to get up under her own power and then just kind of stayed down on the floor. Her teammates are trying to assist her up. It seems she can't get up on her own. So we'll take a quick 30-second break here while they attend to the injured Chieftain down on the floor. We'll be right back after this.
Thinking of travel?
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
So good to see Justine Dog Eagle off with some assistance to the Chieftain bench. She is feeling some emotions right now, and we can only hope the best for Justine Dog Eagle. She went down with no contact, was favoring that left leg, tried to get up on her own power, was unable to do so. And now she's being looked at. They're mainly looking at that left ankle. She's going to lose the left shoe, so we'll keep you updated on the Justine Dog Eagle injury as we get more updates. Kaysen McGee was called for palming the ball. That's another rare call you don't see much of, but a good call by the officials. Driving down the lane is Allison Wells. Kicks it out for Dion for 3. That rattles in and out. Journey Schnee with a strong defensive rebound for the Lady Buffs. Kira Briggs out the other way with it. Marie Dion going to get called for the reach in. She almost jarred that one loose from Kira Briggs, and man, Dion would have been out scot-free the other way. That is the 5th foul for Crow Creek this quarter. So Kira Briggs will head to the line. Briggs eyes up the first free throw, just a little bit too strong on the shot. Briggs lines up the second, fires, and that is no good. Rebounded by Allison Wells. Wells out with it. Popped up ahead for Mary Dion. Dion back to the top of the key. Wells wide open for three, no good. Nice rebound there from Lux Fallis. Couldn't get the putback, but 8th grader Jordan McBride able to get the rebound. Fresh shot clock for Crow Creek. She goes the long way around the outside of the arc from one corner to the other. Pass inside, popped loose by Addie Deal and won away by Journey Schnee. Passed up ahead by Kira Briggs, down low for Deal. Fight for this ball is finally popped out to Kaysen McGee. Down low for Schnee. Turnaround jumper from Schnee is no good. Schnee still with the ball. Passes it to Kira Briggs. Now down low for Addie Deal. That mid-range jumper is no good. Jordan McBride bringing it forward. Shot clock shut off, 16 seconds. McBride drives in, loses the handle, and she will kind of float it out of bounds. I think Jim Fallis wanted a foul call there, didn't get it. Good defense there from Kira Briggs. 10 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 42-23, Chieftains with the lead. Stanley County trying to find one final shot, and we'll get a whistle with 4.1. And that looks like it'll send Journey Schnee to the line. So credit Stanley County. They obviously got kind of shell-shocked from a flurry of offense later on in the second half from Crow Creek as Schnee misses the first. They trailed 23-5 going into the halftime break, but they haven't really been able to climb back in, but they have weathered the storm well. As Schnee's second free throw touches just about all of the rim and finally falls in. 2 seconds left. Here's a long heave from Wells. That's off the mark. But Crow Creek leading comfortably after 3 quarters. 42-24 on our Wegner Auto scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds with this final quarter of play on KGFX.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out of the quarter break, it's a 42-24 lead for the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains. Stanley County going to need a lot of offense here in the final quarter of play if they want to make this one interesting, but they have weathered the storm well and have battled back after just kind of getting punched in the mouth by this Crow Creek offense in that first half. Boy, have they done a nice job to get their offense going. It was kind of tough in the first half for Stanley County. They were getting good looks at shots, just really couldn't get anything to fall. Here's Allison Wells driving in the lane. She doesn't make the layup, but she does draw the contact. They'll get Addie Deal. Wells steps to the line for her first free throw. Knocks it down. Wells has got 11 points. Can't hit the second free throw. Addie Deal able to subdue that one, brings it up the floor. Norman inside for Schnee. Schnee trying to find a look. Got one up, but couldn't go. Traversy with good defense. Passes up ahead for Dion. She's able to kind of turn around and chase it down into the corner. Here's a quick three from Wells. That's no good. Traversy there for the rebound. Layup is up and good. Nice job by Delilah Traversy there to keep that play alive for the Chieftains. 45-24 is the lead for Crow Creek. Schnee on the elbow. Kicks it out. Lady Buff swinging it around. Finally gets to Kira Briggs as she drives it in, and they're going to get a call. They'll say it's on the floor. Fouls obviously reset each quarter. Team-wise, that is. What a hackathon it would be if they reset personal fouls every quarter. My goodness. We wouldn't get out of here until next April. Here's a quick three from Cameron Norman. That's no good off the side iron. She gets her own rebound, but she's going to be whistled for the travel as she drove inside the paint. Norman just needed one dribble in between those couple steps. She would have had the basket. Still 45-24. Chieftains lead, under 7 minutes to play here in the ball game. Make sure you stick around, folks. We've got another great matchup coming up right after this as the left-handed layup is up and good. Credit Justine Dog Eagle for the strong finish. She's got 8 points. Passed inside for Deal on the far side block. Nice defensive play from Traversey. Crow Creek out with it. Coming back the other way. Passed inside for Dion. She's going to get fouled. And it looked like some hard contact by the reaction from the Crow Creek bench. Almost all of them were up with a look of concern. Again, where we're situated, we're in the near side corner, caddy cornered. So we can see about 98% of the court. We just really can't see this near side baseline. But we're not complaining. We got the best seat in the house. Jim Fallis takes a 30-second timeout for Crow Creek. It's an Agtegra timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back in a half a minute.
2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a recarpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
What if we said...
Out of the Agtegra timeout, Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Chieftains leading 47-24. Right-handed layup is up and good for Allison Wells. Make it 49-24. Wells adding to her great night. She is our front runner for the Bauman Lumber Player of the Game. Here's a quick shot from Deal. That's no good. Therefore, the rebound is Justine Dog Eagle running forward with pace. 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Driving in, finds a wide open look right in front of the rim and floats it in with the right hand. Justine Dog Eagle and Allison Wells trading baskets. As teammates, 51-24 is the lead. Quick three for Deal. That's just short. Rebound pulled down by Sazu. They want it quickly again, does Crow Creek. Passed up ahead for Mary Dion. That was fed in by Allison Wells, and the foul will be called against the Lady Buffs. We'll assess that to Kaysen McGee. Mary Dion will head to the line for two. She's got 3 points tonight on one shot, and that came from deep. Seven dribbles, and the free throw is up and good. Marlise Sazu out of the game. Layla Marshall, the 6'1 senior, back in for Crow Creek. Dion eyes up the second free throw and drops it in. Nothing but net. 53-24. Crow Creek with the comfortable lead. Deal from the wing, steps inside, off the glass, and good. You can tell that's a shot that Addie Deal has worked tirelessly on. That was like she could do that in her sleep. 53-26, fight for the loose ball. Deal comes away with it for the moment, still bouncing around loose, and now Kira Briggs comes away. Another injured Chieftain is down. That's Delilah Traversey. Addie Deal on the other end drives the baseline and will draw the contact, but now all the focus goes back to the 5'10 junior Delilah Traversey as she is laying face down on the hardwood. Justine Dog Eagle, of course, had the ankle injury earlier on in the second half that looked pretty frightening, but she was able to get taped up and get back into the game, and now we can only hope the same for Delilah Traversey. will step away for 30 seconds while the Avera medical team tends to her.
Bank isn't a place to lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive.
Being helped off the floor. This one, I'll tell you, this one looks a little scary. We don't speculate on injuries, and we hope Delilah Traversy is all right, but she is not able to put any weight on that left leg. And she has played an unbelievable game defensively tonight, been great underneath both baskets, and she is understandably emotional as the Stanley County medical staff gets to work on Delilah Traversy. Hope the best for her. Addie Deal heads to the line for a couple free throws. Deal twirls and fires and hits the first. Addie Deal having a nice night offensively for the Lady Buffs. She's got 15 points. She's hit 2 threes. Make it 16 as she knocks down the second free throw. Justine Dog Eagle will bring it forward with 5 minutes and some change to play here in the ball game. 53-28 is the lead for the Chieftains. Here's a quick three from Mary Dion. Tell you, the look in her eye, I thought that was going down nothing but net, but she missed it just wide. Kira Briggs able to come away with the loose ball. Passed up ahead for Kaysen McGee. McGee with the right-handed floater is no good. Dog Eagle there for the rebound. Passes it up ahead for Mary Dion. A lot of good passing as this one's fed inside. Allison Wells couldn't finish the two. Looks like Mallory Nolan is checked into the game for Stanley County. Want to make sure we get the right number. She's got her JV number playing. This one's taken away from her, and Kaysen McGee out with it. His Dog Eagle under 4.5 to play here in the ball game. Kicked out. McBride with a three. Nothing but net for Jordan McBride. She's got 5 points tonight, the young 8th grader. Making some memories here on the road. 56-28. Here's a three from Kaysen McGee. That is no good. Layla Marshall able to bring in the rebound. Dog Eagle brings it up. Crow Creek looking to make this a 30-point lead. Inside for Dion. What a turnaround layup underneath the hoop. She was halfway underneath the hoop. The only thing showing from the front side of the rim was the ball and her hand, and Dion put the perfect spin off the backboard and got it to go. What a finish there from Mary Dion. Journey Schnee trying to save the loose ball out of bounds. She's able to get to it, throws it ahead, but it bounces out of play. Now with the running clock, Stanley County can only watch. 58-28 is the lead for the Chieftains. Of course, 30 points is the signal for the running clock. Trying to feed it down low to Layla Marshall. Going out of bounds. She tried to save it, but stepped on the baseline, I presume. Happened here on the near side, so we couldn't really tell. And I've been told, I guess it's kitty corner, not caddy corner. My Georgia boy is showing here. Here's a quick three from McBride in the near side corner. That's no good. I've also heard it called coffin corner, but that's not as fun. Inbounds coming for Crow Creek. Nice feed inside for Allison Wells. She lays it up and in for two. Press is still on for Crow Creek. Briggs able to beat it quickly. Out to Addie Deal on the far side wing. She's going to heave a three and knocks it down. And a big sigh of relief there from Addie Deal. Her last couple shots hadn't found the bottom of the net until then. 60-31, Chieftains lead. Inside baseline shot, no good. That was Dustelin Hawk with the shot. She's a 5'5" sophomore who's seeing some playing time here late. Couple substitutions coming. Casey Knight into the game. Journey Schnee and Kira Briggs will hit the bench. Nolan brings it forward, and the pass is picked off. Casey Knight able to track it down and pop it loose from Dustil and Hawk. But with 90 seconds to play and counting, here's another substitution. Jaciana Archambault into the game for Crow Creek. Mary Dion will take a seat. Dion's done a nice job off the bench. Obviously had that beautiful layup back there a couple moments ago. Here's a quick shot from Layla Marshall, no good, but she was fouled. Marshall will head to the line for two. Both varsity teams for the boys' side waiting patiently to take the floor. First free throw from Layla Marshall is up and good. We'll have our Family of Dental of Pier and Gettysburg postgame show for you. We'll name our Bauman Lumber player of the game. And we'll hop into the pregame show for the boys' game after this one. Second free throw for Marshall is up and no good. 61-31 lead for the Chieftains with 60 seconds remaining. Addie Deal going to chase this loose ball down. And now Nolan's going to draw a reach-in foul, and it looks like that is going to be the fourth team foul for Crow Creek. So not able to get to the line just yet. Final minute of this ball game ticking off the clock. Deal gets it on the inbound. Kaysen McGee has it back. And she's going to get called for the double dribble. So the Chieftains will inbound right in front of the Lady Buff bench. We'll see if they want to run any more offense or just squeeze this final clock out. Jordan McBride brings it near side corner. Going to be tied up for the moment by Kaysen McGee, and now we got a foul, and nope, he's going to switch his call. Laughing to himself, that was a jump ball. And that will waste the final seconds off of our Wegner Auto scoreboard. So Crow Creek gets the win in game number 1 over the Stanley County Lady Buffs, 61-31. We'll be back in 60 seconds, folks, for our Family Dental of Pier and Gettysburg postgame show on KGFX.
The team at Family Dental and Pier in Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all